What's going on, truthers? It's about time for another interview. Up all right and going well before we get this thing underway. Looks like I'm frozen on my end already. Hope you guys are doing okay over there on the stream. Hope the internet doesn't give us too many fucking issues tonight. It says we're already experiencing some issues, so if you guys notice anything, please give me a heads up in the chat if something's looking shoddy or frozen or not working for you, because it looks like it's skipping frames pretty badly on my end. So please let me know how it's looking over there. If it's looking smooth, we're going to be good to go. If not, I'm going to be pretty disappointed because the internet has been letting me down lately, man. It looks like the connection improved a little bit. Might be back to smoothness. If you're in the chat, let me know how it's looking. Let me know how it sounds. I don't want to bring in Buddy before it lagged for a second, but it's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're back to normal here. Looks like the connection did improve a little bit on the Streamlabs app, so appreciate you stopping by, Munher and Amy, as always. Big supporters. Thank you guys so much. If you're not a follower of the stream, please hit the follow button. If you're new here, please introduce yourself. Always looking for new truthers to join the community. I know Munher and Amy will welcome you with open arms. If you guys got any questions during the interview, direct them towards them. They might be able to answer for you. If you have any questions for the artist, direct that towards me. I'll definitely try to be sneaking in some questions that you have for any of the artists that I ever bring on. So always do that as well. We do have Ian Kelly waiting in the room right now. I just wanted to make sure everything was up and running, up and smoothly, and all that garbage. Make sure we're good to go. Because I've had a couple unfortunate mishaps with the stream lately. So if you guys are ready, somebody tell me you're ready over there. Once I see an affirmative from the chat, I'm gonna get this guy in the room, and we're gonna get this thing underway because I'm pretty excited about this. I never spoke to Ian Kelly before. I just discovered his music probably about a week ago. I think his his manager hit me up on Instagram. When was it? He hit me up on March 30th. That was literally 1 week ago today. He hit me up and told me that he worked with this artist that was working on that dropped a really dope project. I listened to the first 3 songs and I knew instantly this dude was talking truth material, and I had to talk to him. So that's the little story about how we got the interview. Looks like Amy's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and pull him in real quick. Get him into the room. Go to the interview screen. We only need one Nate. Hey, how's it going, man? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Awesome, I can. Can I get somebody from the chat too? Let us get confirmation that you got audio from both ends. Make sure we can hear each other, or everybody can hear each other. We're should be chill. How's your night going, man?
Pretty smooth. I actually just got done making a song, so.
Oh, hell yeah! It's nice to meet you, man. My name is Nate. I'm so glad. Is that your manager that reached out to me, Brandon?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. I'm so glad he did. It's nice to meet you, man. Your music is great. Like I was just telling them, the first 3 or 4 songs, even the first the intro, I knew it was going to be something good, man.
My man.
It sounded good. It sounded like you had some intention behind it. So I knew I had to speak with you. So I appreciate you so much for taking some time out of your day. Something you're working right now. So I appreciate you taking time out of the studio to have a chat with me, and hope you enjoy it, man. First question for you is where are you from, and just give us a little intro about yourself. Where are you from, where you stay now, all that.
So I'm from Oakland, California. My name is Ian Kelly. I'm with Jamla Records. And man, I've been on this journey for a smooth minute, but no, I rep Oakland to the fullest, you feel me?
Hell yeah. What's your favorite thing about the city out there?
Oh man, my favorite thing about the town out there, honestly, is just the culture of it. You feel me? The town is so enriched with so much game and so much history. You take away something just being in Oakland, you feel me?
I feel like Marshawn Lynch introduced me to the culture of Oakland a little bit with his, I don't know, it was like a 12 episode series or something that he did. They followed him around with the camera and he did some really goofy
I remember
shit.
that. Yeah.
It was really cool, but I felt that feeling of community from Oakland out there just through that. So it's cool to hear you affirm that as well. What do you think the most important? Go ahead.
I was just saying, Marshawn is like Oakland's big brother. So you feel me? Yeah.
That's cool. He's always definitely out in the streets, doing some good community work out there for sure. What do you think the most important thing Oakland is? The city of Oakland. What is the most important thing it taught you?
Oof. I think the most important thing it taught me was how to adapt and survive on the swivel. I like to
Okay.
stay in Oakland. Anything can happen at any moment. And that taught me at a young age, it's kind of like, have your eyes open, but take in a lot. So it allowed me to take in so much, just always keeping my eyes open.
Word. What does
Yeah.
hip hop mean to you in particular?
Man, hip hop for me is life. It's it's so much in it. I think hip hop really is therapy and it's music all combined into one.
Definitely. What do you think? What do you think makes it so important as far as like a culture aspect goes?
The
Yeah.
stories I feel like the most important part. Don't get me wrong, like wordplay and catchy things are always tight, but like when you hear kind of where artists coming from in the music and hear what they talking about all combined, like it makes it so much better. So the stories for sure.
That's awesome. What defines an MC to you?
An MC defined by me would be somebody who knows how to hold the crowd, hold your attention, tell a story, and do it all in a creative way to where it never sounds the same every time they do it.
Yeah, that's fire. Definitely have to have a variety in sound in there. And I was actually telling my wife when we were listening to you today, I think that was my favorite thing. There's a variety of your voice throughout the entire project, and it's one of my favorite instruments on the project. And that's like one of the most prevalent things across Talkin' Truth like playlists is the people on there use their voice as an instrument. So,
Right.
man, kudos to you for figuring that out, using that to your advantage, and it makes it sound awesome, man. I told her you don't sound like Kendrick, but you have that Kendrick feel where you're making different moves and making different like flows on the song. You got different voices. It's really dope, man. So just know that I really like that. Um, let's see. What was the main inspiration behind your latest project, Kells is Dead? Because awesome, all from front to back. I could listen to it on repeat several times, man.
And that's what we love to hear. We need to replay, man. Nah, no lie, bro. Kills It Dead really is about me transitioning. Kind of my transition from being independent to getting signed, and just kind of like my life and how everything was going on. So, like for example, the song "Have I Done Enough?" I remember I was back home, and then I was flying out. My mom was just kind of sad because I was moving across country, to pursue this. And it's moments like that where I'm just kind of like, I just took all those moments and then put it in the music, and that's where I kind of came up with the project.
That's awesome. Were you signed when you had your first project released in 18, or was that is this the first project you've released while being signed?
No, this is my second project while being signed,
Okay,
but
so
this
both
is
of them were released while signed. Okay.
yeah, but this was the first project in which I feel like I really kind of like got to really be more hands on with it. The first project it was kind of like, all right, here's stuff I didn't record it, let's put it together. It sounds pretty good. This one
Okay.
I got to tell a story with this one a little bit.
That's fire. I was just gonna ask what the biggest difference between the one project and that one is, and that answered it right there. Was what was your favorite song off of the project that you recently did, the Kells is Dead one? Was there like one in particular that stands out to you, or like you had a lot of fun making, or that was your favorite in particular?
My favorite song probably would be honestly Repaired. Repaired would probably be my
Okay.
favorite. Just because when you really break down that song, I was talking to so many people in that song that that one kind of like hit me the most.
Yeah, that's awesome. Throughout the interview, I kind of like to include a couple questions that kind of introduce you to my brand a little bit, and kind of still introduce you to my community as well. The tree is a really prevalent thing in Talking Truth. It represents growth, and from the ground up, from the roots all the way out to the leaves, they represent something. So as far as the roots go, those represent your core values. They hold you down as a person, and represent what you are. So what would you say are a couple of your core values as a person?
I think some of my core values as a person is honesty, um, a sense of humor,
Hell yeah.
resilience, and the ability to love. I feel like those are the core values for me.
Word. How important, or just speak on the importance of loving yourself first, so you can properly love others.
Yeah, that opens up your whole mind frame. No lie, that might be the third eye for people. You can unlock just love, transparency, and it goes back. with like reciprocation and you're not like looking for anything, like you branch out and find so much love in so many different ways. The more love I show myself, like I kind of don't trip off of what you're doing in your lane. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do in your lane, and I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do in mine. You feel me?
Word. That's awesome. That's the first time anybody's ever said sense of humor is a core value. So that was really cool too, because that's definitely a necessity in life for sure. Especially times like these, man, with COVID and everything going on. There's hardly anything to do and shit like that. And that kind of leads into my next question. How did everything happening with COVID affect your creativity and your mentality on everything overall?
To be honest, bro, it turned me up. It just got me. It got me creating more. It got me thinking. I was just sitting, it gave me time to just kind of sit. And I know for some people, they didn't kind of like that. Some people get kind of like antsy, but for me, it was finally getting that time to really plot out my next 6 months, and then from there, plot out the next 3. It just felt good to kind of slow down and get that time in for me.
Word. What's the difference, biggest difference from being independent to now being signed and having kind of that backing behind you to help out with, promotion and stuff like that for the project? Is it easier? Do you find it beneficial? Like, what would you say to somebody that's like maybe about to sign? Are you happy with it, I guess I should say?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely beneficial. I will say as an artist though, you're always working. And even if that's working to create a better team, to have people work for you, you're always working. You feel me? So that's the biggest thing I will say for an artist. So if you get a label or some type of entity behind you, just make sure those people are actually working and like investing in you and not just treating you just like a item or an object. The dope part about my label is an independent label, so I still get to be a lot of hands-on with a lot of stuff, and they get to a lot of mutual. We get to talk things out. So, for that standpoint, that's how I feel about it.
Is that label based out of Oakland in particular? Is that like a hometown label for you, or is that based somewhere else?
No, so Jamla Records is actually based in North Carolina, and I got that connect through an older homie of mine, big brother from another, GQ. He was the first one signed to Jamla Records. He brought me out here, and then that's how the rest became history.
Okay, that's cool. Let's see. How do you find confidence in yourself? Is it something that's always been there for you? Is that something that you've had to come into? Like, how does that work for you, man?
I had this conversation with my homegirl the other night. Confidence, it was a journey to get to confidence. It takes time. You gotta really believe in yourself. And I feel like confidence, when you start unlocking that, it really allows you, it sounds funny, it leads back to love, because the more confident you are in anything, like you can genuinely love and appreciate other stuff. So I realized like the more confident I became, especially like with music and like just kind of like how I feel about stuff, like I don't know, things that I might have tripped off of before I don't really trip off of, or things where I hear other people trip off of, I feel more calm about it because I'm just more confident in myself.
Hell yeah. Can you speak a little bit on like, you kind of mentioned it, the journey versus like what the destination is, because there's an overall journey and then there's certain destinations that are going to get you there. Can you kind of explain your mind frame around that?
Yeah, so with the journey, I realized that's actually the most important part. Like that's the part that you got to learn to love. Like the journey is where you actually, where you grow. The end result is a nice stop and it's a nice little replay, a nice little rollback. But the end result literally is like a moment that only lasts for so long. That journey is the full process that you got to embrace. Because there are times where like I had a song get into a movie and it was cool, but honestly, that moment only lasted for so long. I had to go make another song. And that's where you got to find your joy. If you can't find the love in the work, it's probably not the work for you.
Really, yeah. Can you also speak on some of the importance on the timelessness of music and like how it's important to maybe consider when you're making music, how it can affect somebody 5-10 years down the road, not just almost like the journey destination almost kind of question that kind of coincides with that. So do you try to make music that's going to affect people in the long run, or are you more or less thinking about let's get this shit out now, let's get this people rocking now? Like, what's your mindset on that?
To be honest, bro, I got in this to help people heal. You feel me? And music for me is therapy. So I personally, I like something that can hit and stay for a while. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a music business. I know when it's time to drop it up and we need to kind of get people turned up and whatnot. But for the most part, I want to make sure that people are taking in something that they not only like can hear and like enjoy, but actually feel. Like I had several people hit me up like, hey, bro, like this song meant this to me and this song meant that to me. And I'm like, that's why I do it. I don't just do it for the whole accolades part. If you raw, and you good as fuck, it comes with it.
Hell yeah, that's so true. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you say are some of your favorite artists doing it now that are maybe inspiring the way that you're creating or even moving as far as like marketing your stuff?
Hmm. That's a great question. Actually, I've been admiring other artists, but I haven't really kind of been like studying anybody. I just
Okay.
been kind of like everybody be creative, and then my own ideas kind of spark. But
Word.
in the newer age of artists who I can think about, more recently I've been tapping into Saba a lot more. I kind of like what
Hell
he
yeah.
does. That's somebody who I'm like Saba, he owns something over there. And then another artist who I have tapped into, I like Blast. If you go look at
Hmm.
Blast visuals, like right now, all his
Okay.
videos like a story plot line. It's all connected. And for me, I'm like, that's hella dope. You just did a whole album and then all your videos connect like that.
That is fire. Visuals
Yeah,
to go with all the music is just next level, man.
right.
We got a question from the chat too. Thank you so much, Amy. Always coming through with the good questions. Is there any artists that you would want to collab with in the near future here?
Um, honestly, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm doing an interview. We're going. That's ninth.
Oh,
Um,
that's good.
artists I would like to work with. West Side Boogie. West Side Boogie would be a cool one to work with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. What are some of here we go. If you're having any creator's block, what's something that you might do to get you back on track or get those creative juices flowing again?
I like to go do other creative things around my art. So for example, like one day I was having writer's block and then out of nowhere I just started looking at old school like album covers. And I was just going back like looking at Outkast album covers, Snoop Dogg, da, da, da. And then it just kind of sparked something creatively in me. What I like to do is when one block feels one block in this way creatively, I try to go to the next lane of creativity that my mind has that might kind of like unlock the other block. So
Word.
mhm.
We spoke on it a little bit, but this is another question pertaining to the brand. It's the body of the tree is the next thing on the tree there. It represents the people that you keep around you, your support system. They hold you up. So like you said, you got to have people that are around you that are working for you. How important is it to you that the people around you have kind of the same common goal or the same vision as you?
Very, very important. You definitely want people that believe in, as an artist, you want people that believe in you wholeheartedly. But you also want people that can check you too. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want anybody that's a yes man. I want honest opinion, how you feel. And me, I have a genuine understanding of what I make. So now I have a scale kind of like if I feel like it sounds good or bad, but I'm always open, to hearing what other people say because it helps me adjust and be like, okay, yeah, I could do that better. I could do that better. So.
Definitely. Right now,
Mhm.
what would you say is your biggest strength as an artist?
I think right now my biggest strength as an artist probably would be like my consistency. Um, I think right now I'm just in the zone to where like if you put me in the space to create, I'm gonna create. And when I'm alone, it's like I'm constantly thinking about something right now. So I think that's kind of like been helping me out a lot recently, for sure, for sure.
Word. On the flip side, is there anything this year in particular that maybe you're working on to improve as an artist?
Um, Concepts. I'm always trying to work on different storytelling and concepts, things how to kind of lock people in. And I'm a student forever with this, so always trying to break down my own technical skill and different ways I could put things together. But in the same breath, letting it flow and making sure that it stays natural, not overthinking, letting
Definitely.
let it be art. You feel me?
For sure. And I guess I kind of piggybacking on that, what does your writing process look like? Do you carry a journal around? Do you go into the booth with a beat being built and you're writing around that? Like, how does that, is it consistent? Does it change from time to time? How does your writing process look?
It kind of changes from time to time. I feel like the base of it usually is kind of hearing a beat, and I start kind of jotting some notes down in my phone, and those would
Mm,
kind of like basic form of it. But I have plenty of times where like if I'm on the go or if I got my headphones on, I kind of start memorizing lines in my head and kind of like storing those lines and tuck them away. And then when I finally get a chance to sit down, I'll start putting them all out, and then kind of start connecting some things together.
dope. As far as the beats go, is there anything that you're looking for, like instrumentally or sound wise, when you're looking for beats, or is it just like how you're feeling at a particular time? How does that work for you?
It's mainly how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like there are so many range of different type of beats and so many different like lanes for beats that like if it slaps, it slaps. You feel me? If it makes you feel something, then that's the beat I'm gonna go with. You know, and I gotta make sure that I feel it, or else because if I can't feel it, then I can't make this on to it.
Word. Is there anywhere that you look in particular for beats? Do you have like a main producer that you work with, or is there like, do you ever go surfing on YouTube, or you just sample guy, or like how does that work for you?
The days of YouTube are now over for me, but
Hell yeah.
I will say I like going to Eric G is like probably my first go to. And then from there, everybody else in the Soul Council for sure. Because Jamla Records has a Soul Council. And then from there, I got some other my own producers and homies in a collective. I have ODS, and there's a producer by the name of Soundtrack and producer by the name of Zenon. They go crazy. I got another producer by the name of Eyes Low. So luckily I'm connected. Drew Banga is a well-known producer in the Bay Area. So luckily, like I'm well connected to work with like a lot of dope producers. And I will say though, Eric G and Crisis may be some of my two favorites though.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find motivation in like a loss or something negative that happens to you throughout the day?
I let it sit
We
for a
choose
second.
truth over
negative
facts.
things happen. I'm honestly no lie. When negative things happen, I'm the nap guy. I like taking a nap and then kind of like restart my day. And then once I take the nap, I kind of come back with like a clear mind frame. But negative things are not meant to be ran away from. So when I do feel negative, I write about it and I put it in the music. You feel me? And that's the only way to kind of push through it.
Dang, that's some really good advice, honestly. Got the third of the fourth part of the tree here, represented by the branches. And this question, the branches represent experiences that you've had in life. So what would you say is an experience you had in the last year that really stood out to you or maybe taught you something?
Oh, man. So many. But I want to say, honestly, my transition back from North Carolina back to Oakland. So I lived out here. I'm back in North Carolina for a second working on my next project. But I lived out here for 3 years before going back to Oakland. And it was just that transition of kind of sleeping back to couch, kind of getting my life together and just feeling the temperature of what the music scene is out there. And that experience kind of unlocked a different hunger in me because I'm just like, okay, it's go time. You've been away from home for a second. Let's get home charged up.
Dope. Hey, shout out Kevin. Thanks for liking the stream on Facebook. If you're still watching, hope you like your sweatshirt, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite way to make somebody smile?
Crack a joke or point at somebody falling. I don't know what it is. When people fall, bro, I cannot but laugh. Like when people trip and fall, and I'll help you up too. And I know some people, bro, I'm like, no, I'm just saying no. It's just the setting of it. That shit always makes me laugh. So crack a joke or you catch somebody falling.
That's awesome. Hey, you can catch anybody falling on YouTube nowadays too. You just gotta pull that shit up real quick. So that's immediate. What is who's somebody that you're proud of recently, and what is it that they accomplished that made you proud of them?
I'm proud of an older brother from another of mine as a friend. He just proposed to his now fiance, and I'm not gonna lie, it was just tight to see. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's what's up. I remember when bro was out in these streets, he was for the streets. Now he locked down, so that stuff like that is always tight to see.
That's cool. What is some advice you might give somebody who's timid about making music or thinking about going into the booth for the first time?
Let go, and at some point you gotta let go of something and be vulnerable. I think a lot of artists are trying so hard not to be vulnerable, they make their music shitty. I'm like if you kind of open it up, like even your hood artists like Mozzie or Uzi, they got songs where they open up. Like, you feel me? Like, you got to be vulnerable as an artist, and I feel like if you're willing to do that, step in the booth. You ready?
Hell yeah. What is success to you?
Success to me is whatever you create it to be. For me, I like to say success is definitely being stable, having a roof over your head, being able to really help some others in the same breath, and being able to just kind of be enriched in love in all type of ways. You feel me? Like, you're not really tripping off of stuff. Like, for me, success really ain't all about the accolades. I know the way this world goes, and I get it. We all want to do well. I want to do well, but it ain't all about just that. And I tell myself that all the time because I know shit. I know rich people who ain't happy. So
Definitely. Do you have any like major regrets in life that you feel like could tell somebody a life lesson, or are you more of like everything happens for a reason type guy?
um, I am an everything happens for a reason type guy, but biggest regret would be not being more confident sooner. Be
Word.
be be more confident in yourself and don't run away from that. And the moment that you do feel that, don't tell yourself like, oh, well, no, I don't know, or like, no, own that shit. Like, and I think that's the biggest thing for myself now is I own it a lot different.
Hell yeah, I think that's the best answer I've gotten to that question so far. Appreciate that.
It's love.
Let's see. What's the last question pertaining to the tree? And the last part of the tree again is the leaves, and they represent the lessons that you've taken from all the experiences you've had in life. Some of them stay with you, some of them float away, and you fucking forget them. You'll maybe that lesson will come back again. You never know. But what would you say is the most important lesson that you learned a kid that has stuck around with you today that you still maybe think about every now and then?
The quote that my father gave me, which was, "If it is to be, then it's up to me." And
Mm,
religious wise, I know some people are like, well, God, or like, hey, it's whatever you believe in, what you believe in. Your faith is your faith. But still, at the end of the day, I feel like nothing is just granted to you without putting the right energy out there. So I feel like if it is to be, it's up to me. Ain't nobody else gonna give it to me. I still gotta work and earn it. People are gonna help you on your road, but you gotta work and earn it.
definitely. Let's see. I got two more questions for you. What do you think? What do you want your legacy to be when you end up leaving this earth?
Um, I want to be one that everybody can say that he actually was out here trying to help. It wasn't just smoke and mirrors. This was somebody that actually cared about other people and wanted to look out for his community and wanted to look out for my family and honestly just set the right type of tone that the next artist could pick up and run away with it.
Word. That's awesome. And then the last question I ask everybody, every artist, this one: what does truth mean to you?
Hmm. Truth. I think truth means to me as transparency.
Mm,
For me, truth is transparency. I feel like the more that you can just kind of be like a blank slate. Like people gonna look at you like, oh, okay, no, like that's the truth right there.
word. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, man. I appreciate you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and
Hey, the
definitely
great. I
definitely
appreciate
have
you, bro.
to do some more in the future, man. If you got any new music coming out or fucking anything to get off your chest, that's the reason I built the platform. So
It's good.
we always got some people in the chat willing to give you some feedback on some new music or whatever the hell it
Yeah.
is. So shit, man. Yeah. If there's anything I could ever do for you, please let me know. That's another reason I built the platform. Try to help as many artists as I can. I want to make sure people hear people like you, man, that have an important message and are actually trying to do something right for the world and use hip hop for good. So I appreciate everything you do. Thank you for your art, man, and thanks again for coming on tonight, bro.
And thanks you, bro. Appreciate you tapping in with me for real, for real.
For sure. We'll keep in touch in the future and have a good night, man. Stay safe out there.
Thank you too. You have a good one.
Later. Hey, that was Ian Kelly. Hell of a guy, man. That was really cool. I really appreciated that conversation. He had a lot of consistent answers with other Talking Truth people that have come on before, so makes sense. Makes sense, man. If you haven't checked out his music yet, what do you guys think? You want to listen to some of his music real quick? You want to listen to a couple of the songs off the project? You want me to end the stream? You guys chilling? What are you guys feeling? What's the vibe right now? Because I could go either way. I could hop off and play some Call of Duty. Sorry, Rosie. I could listen to a few. All right, Manhar already said it. We're going for it. Let's see. Ian Kelly. Pull him up. Again, the dude's name is Ian Kelly. The project is called Kells is Dead. I want to play the intro off of there for you for sure. Because the intro goes crazy. For being an intro, honestly. I think it's really cool. Let's see. I definitely want to play the intro. I want to play. He said "Repaired." That was his favorite song. We want to play that one. "Soul of a Man" is really fucking fire. It's called Soul of a Man, and it's got a hell of a lot of soul in the song. It's really cool. 1, 2, 3. That makes 3. So we'll play like 3 or 4. Let's hit the intro's only 30 seconds, so we'll run the intro into the first song, intro into Misunderstood, and then we'll play Repair and Soul of a Man. Those are 2 back-to-backers, so we'll go with those 2, and let's get it, man.
Yeah, man. Straight
manifestivities
manifestivities in the soliloquy, right? You know what I'm saying, though? Check it out, right? We on the highway of life sharpening our sight, right? The maturation process of settling for best. This incubator game to the brain, transforming and transitioning. This worth honorable mentioning. Like going from a larva to a caterpillar to a cocoon. I hope you get that game soon. Plant the seed, stay bud wise, and counterclockwise. How else you gonna be butterfly? Hey, y'all, wake up. My nigga Kales is dead.
Eric?
Pretty fire intro, huh? Pretty cool. Trying to see if there's lyrics for this. There is. All right, I'm gonna pause the intro to this. Missing lyrics. There is lyrics for Repaired and Soul of a Man, though. Alright, we're going to pull up the lyrics for the other song, but I'm going to keep this one around. This one's called Misunderstood, by the way. That sample.
I don't care what you suggest, I'm out here riding for respect. I make these labels partner up, I make these niggas cut it. I make this cut it, I make the cut it. Time is money, every conversation might just be a check. I don't care what you suggest, I'm out here riding for respect. I make these labels partner up, I make these niggas cut it. I make this cut it, I make the cut it. Time is money, every conversation might just be a check. Everybody got an opinion about the way I've been living. Snooping all on the low without the juicing and gin. Giving me your opinion when you never been in it. That's God is my witness. I see that most of y'all still be timid. Money don't make the man, but I'm still stuck to the
correct,
bag.
Amy.
All these gold teeth and
I'm
gold chains.
telling you, his voice is one of the best
A pen in
instruments.
the pad can change a whole life in a flash.
Just
Same
wait.
reason rappers be talking about shit they ain't have. I'm trying to forecast or foreshadow. Your sanity versus industry still for sure a battle. Why would I ever be rattled? I ride the wave without riding the saddle. I cross sands every day without using a paddle. Ain't got no beef, I'm simply raising the cattle, raising the stakes. The irony is that's all that it takes.
Amy, you're going crazy in the chat right now, by the way.
Yeah.
You're going stupid. He would go crazy on a track with Vince Staples. And IDK. Can you imagine on a track with IDK? Come on now.
I don't care what you suggest, I'm out here riding for respect.
And Denzel Curry. Woo! Him and Denzel Curry and Power Pleasant.
Every conversation might just be a check.
Come on now. I got you on the link here. I got the quick link here for you. Bang.
Check it, no disrespect. It said the game is alive. A Game of Thrones for the Walking Dead. Snowfall on your pride. Make it rain, I make investments. Pick a side, pick a side. It's motivation when they hate.
We
Plus I
choose
love when they
truth
lie.
over
Keep
facts.
rising so high, air is only making me fly. I see life
Hey,
in different
appreciate
colors,
the like on
purple rain in my
Facebook.
eye. I'm making
All the
clear
way
it's
from
more
overseas.
today
Thanks for
that we
tuning
ain't
in.
playing
Appreciate you. We out here listening to Ian Kelly. I'm gonna play Repaired real quick. Let me actually. Oh, hold up. Let me see if I can get the screen with. Is this it? Is this it? Ooh. Do I have one up that will be good enough right now? Actually, that one will do. That one will do. No, it won't. No, it won't. Let's do. No, I really don't have one that's set up for. Fuck it, we'll go with this screen, right? Oh, we could just do the interview screen. What am I doing? I'm tripping out right now, boys. Ladies. Chat. Everyone in here. We don't need Zoom anymore, that's for sure. I need the lyrics. That's what we're going for over here. That's what it is. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now I need to take it. Was not prepared to do this on stream, so bear with me here for a second. That's all right. We got. Can you guys see the lyrics? Okay, is that coming up all right for you guys? It's looking like it's coming across okay. Like I can kind of see it on the stream. Is that better? Is that the best we could do? I think that's the best we could do right there. Like the biggest we can get it. Are we able to? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good for you. Okay, cool. We're gonna run it then. All right. So this was Ian Kelly's favorite song off of the project, and then we're gonna run one of my favorite songs off the project. It goes right back to back off of this one. It's called "Soul of a Man." So this one's called "Repaired," and we'll hit "Soul of a Man" right after this. I'm so glad there's some lyrics on these two. Hey, appreciate all y'all tuning in, bearing with me here, participating in the chat. You guys are the goats. Thank you.
Look, I saw an AK-47 in the closet, and my partner started pacing, mind racing. All they said was, we gon' make it out. I think about that shit like every day before I leave the house. Think that we all married to the game before we find a spouse. Now check me out. I remember sleeping on the floor. Mama told me get low, so I know we gon' make it out. My partner had a baby, but the baby wasn't his. Situation tends to flip, so I told him we gon' make it out. My brother up in Texas, he was sleeping in his car. It get hard, but I told him we gon' make it out. My sister said a tear inside a room. I got an army just for you. I might even bring the platoon. We gon' make it out. So my partner lost his pops. Mary Jane couldn't even numb the drama on my mama. Said I promise we gon' make it out. My homegirl winning, but a baby daddy beating on a sinning. If we gotta end that nigga, we gon' make it out. I think it's time to kill for our women. Time to heal our women. Be real so we make it out. Keep your head up. The bakery is never closing. You should get your bread up. I'm never looking for police, but feeling very fed
Dang,
up.
Munner, thank you. This guy just gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much, DBK. In the building. Let's go. Make it out.
I got hella homies. I got hella problems. I got hella drama. I got ways to make it out. I got hella. I can make it. I got ways to make it out. My homies chillin' with the alphabets and caught a case. Just so you can see your son some days. I would trade your place. I hope these bars set you free, even if for a day. Man, I'm hoping that we find a way.
Probably the frustration of the way I grew up probably has something to do with it, you know? Oh yeah, you think there's frustration?
Thank you again, Munher. I appreciate you, man.
Hard to get out the bed, but I know that I'm worth something. These shortcomings never stop the team like it's homecoming.
Hard to get out the bed, but I know I'm worth something. God damn, bro. Let's...
Stretch farther than the chemo, am I becoming? Situations always super bad when there's no McLovin. I put the whole family on my back, but I told my cousin there's no more bluffing. You see the cards on the table. If I'm breathing, I'm able. Don't do me like Cain. If you my brother, it's embedded deep down in my brain. Why be a slave to your mind without the physical change? Why complain about wanting more but not wanting to change? Closed mouths don't get fed and scared money don't pay. And that's the reason why I'm looking at myself different.
Why complain about wanting more but not wanting to change is what that line is. Why complain about wanting more but not wanting to change? Pretty fire advice if you ask me.
Cause I'll be damned to have my family starving down to the grave. I'll go crazy before you ever see me go lazy. There's a method to the madness even when it feels shady. I learned you have to be the light to really make statements.
Damn, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Ian Kelly from Oakland, baby. Fuck with him.
My homie chillin' with the alphabets and caught a case. Just so you can see your son some days. I would trade your place. I hope these bars set you free even if for a day. Every single detour I promise just to make a way.
I hope these bars set you free even if it's for a day. Come on, bro. He's spitting. That's next level right there. That's next level. This man is a wordsmith. Come on. Put some respect on him. Ian Kelly.
No, but I think frustration probably caused me.
God damn, bro.
You know? Like, you know, I had to leave home to go out. In a way, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
like my whole life, I went to school and I came home. And
Yeah,
that was
man.
it, you know?
Keep recycling the game from the ancestors. You know, that's going to make you great because you biodegradable. The price went up, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's inflatable. And understand this game. All around the world, it's relatable. So, all I can do, man, is keep giving the drummer shum like the percussion. And these are the forget-me-nots like Patrice Rushen. And it's end of discussion. Keep going and flowing, man. Life is a poem.
Hell yeah. This one's called Soul of a Man. Tell me this shit ain't got soul in it, baby. Oh my God, this song fire.
It's so hard. It's hard. So hard. My alarm clock similar to a gunshot. The party was jumping and then the fun stops. Life after death, so my time spent is a pit stop. I think I make them jump when I'm thinking backwards like crisscross. Looking outside and the flowers burn where the garden is. Puff, puff, pass when they take a turn in the flower bed. These are angels from any angle with no concern. You call them demons depending on how you like to earn. Cash rules everything around me. I ain't make the rules, we just use the tools that the government planted and consumed. You heard? These are really more than just words. Serious, I'm about my dough like I'm working for Mr. Burns. Serious, I'm about my art. Every day is a fight. What's a canvas to a mic and from Basquiat when I write? I see one time, 12 pull up, that's 5-0. I see a man in handcuffs screaming, we gon' be alright. Fuck. The irony, sorta like a butterfly getting pimp spreading wings and then finding me. The silver lining is always hiding, you gotta find it. I see the block and then peep the climate, it's steady climbing. My mama lost her baby, you know, steady crying. Gentrification, take all these buildings and then steady buying. Pushing out my loved ones, to them it's just a daily triumph. I say we buy the hood back and turn it into Zion. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I said it, I meant it. I own it, cemented. This finished nigga, I got hooks to get him a hook like Kane. Society's menace. I met a neighborhood chemist, told me all about the business. He said cash rules everything around me. Peep the method, man. Then wind up in a scam with your dick in your hand. Like what happened? Nigga, you ain't follow the plan. You got that cheesecake, then how you only make you a band? In the same time span, I get to clapping my hands. It's that easy. When breaking down the soul of a man, I only wear black hoodies when I chill with the clan, the squad, the gods. I'm here to show you I'm the man.
Come on now, man. We just interviewed this guy, bro. Come on. He next level. He's going crazy on the tracks.
How come the walls they keep crashing?
So, those are a few songs from the project from Ian Kelly. Probably gonna call it a night after that. I appreciate everybody rolling through. Guess what? We got 2 more interviews this week. Thursday night, I think it's going to be. We got Rich Jones. He's a really, really important Chicago artist. And then we got Slime, my boy Slime, Green Slime. You know him as Mick Jenkins DJ. He is a dope-ass rapper, though, and we're going to put some respect on that man's name on Friday. Friday, Slime is going to join the program. He's coming back on the stream. He's going to talk about his most recent project, Monk. It dropped on Bandcamp. If you haven't checked that out yet, please go to Bandcamp, search Green Slime, check out his most recent project. It's called Monk. Again, I'm repeating myself, but I need everybody to go check that shit out. If you don't have a Bandcamp account, set one up. Support the artists that you love directly through Bandcamp. Bandcamp does take some proceeds from that shit. So if they have, a website, go to that shit first if that's where they're selling it. But Bandcamp is the place to go to support local and unsigned artists and all that shit. So go on Bandcamp, support Slime, support Rich Jones too. God damn it, everybody here in Chicago, Jay Bambi, anybody that we've had on the program, more than likely has some kind of Bandcamp. You can go and support and shit. So great streaming. I'm going to check out more Ian Kelly now. Hey, thank you, Mudher. If you're trying to play some Call of Duty, let me know. Everybody, definitely go check out the whole project of Ian Kelly. I'm going to put the link in the description right now. Share the album link with everybody. Boom, it's in the Spotify. If you're on YouTube, I apologize. I don't have access to the YouTube chat at the moment, but it's easy to find on Spotify. Just search Kells is Dead. Kells is Dead. There's periods in between all the letters and dead, but it's pretty easy to find. I'm pretty sure if you type in Kells is Dead, it will come up. Go check that out. Go follow him on all the social medias as well. Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. On Instagram and Twitter, though, he is first name Ian. So make sure you know you get the follow on his socials. Make sure you follow his moves and follow his up and coming career. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Again, we'll be